All right, let's get right into it because what we're about to explore could seriously change how you see, well, everything. We're going to look at the real science behind an idea you've probably heard before, that your thoughts literally, physically create your reality. You ready for this? Let's go. First, I need you to play along with me for just a second. It's a quick experiment. Go on, just close your eyes. Trust me on this. Okay, now in your mind, I want you to picture holding a big, bright yellow lemon. Really feel it. Feel the weight of it in your hand, the cool, waxy, bumpy texture of the peel. It feels real, right? Now imagine you're taking a knife and you slice that lemon right half. You can see the juice just dripping from it. Now bring one of those halves up to your mouth and squeeze all of that sharp, sour, tangy juice directly onto your tongue. All right, you can open your eyes. So, did it happen? Did you feel that little tingle in the back of your jaw? Did your mouth just start to water? I'm betting it did. And that right there is the whole point. There's no lemon. There was no knife. But your body, your actual physical body, had a biological reaction to something that existed only in your imagination. So think about it. If a simple thought can do that in 5 seconds, what are the thoughts you repeat every single day doing to your life? You see, that little lemon test, it's not just some silly party trick. It's a perfect demonstration of how your internal world, the world of your thoughts, directly affects the external world of your body and your experience. A thought is never just a thought. A great way to think about this is that every single thought is like a seed. You know, by itself, it seems pretty small, pretty insignificant. But if you plant that seed and you keep watering it with your attention and your belief, it starts to grow. And it grows into this big, strong belief system that ends up directing all your decisions, your actions, and yeah, the reality you end up living in. Now, I get it. Some of you might be thinking this all sounds a little out there, a little woo-woo. And that's fair. So let's park the philosophy for a minute and look at the hard, scientific evidence that actually backs all this up. Let's start with something you've definitely heard of, the placebo effect. This is a real, documented medical phenomenon. A doctor can give a patient a pill that's literally just sugar, tell them it's a powerful painkiller, and their pain actually goes away. How? Because their brain believed it was getting real medicine, so it released its own natural painkillers. The thought became biology. But believe it or not, it gets even weirder when you zoom all the way down to the quantum level. In this famous experiment called the double-slit experiment, scientists discovered that the tiny particles that make up our universe, they act like waves, spread out all over the place when no one's looking. But the instant you observe them, the moment you look, they snap into a single definite particle in a single spot. It's almost like reality waits for us to pay attention to it before it decides what to be. So here's the big takeaway from all the science. From your own body to the very building blocks of the universe, where you place your attention, it matters a lot. Your focus isn't just a passive thing. It's an active energy that literally influences the world around you. Okay. So if your attention is so powerful, why can't you just think really hard about $1 million and have it poof into your bank account, right? Well, because it's not magic, it's biology. There's a very specific part of your brain that's actually running the whole show. So let me introduce you to the gatekeeper of your personal reality. It's a little bundle of nerves at the base of your brain, and it's called the Reticular Activating System, or the RAS for short. And its entire job is to filter the insane amount of information that's bombarding you every single second. And when I say insane, I mean it. Get this. Your senses are taking in about 11 million bits of information every single second, but your conscious mind, it only processes about 50. That means more than 99.9% of the world around you is being completely filtered out. And guess what the password is to get past this filter? It only lets in the stuff you've told it over and over again is important to you. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Has this ever happened to you? You decide you want to buy a specific car, let's say a red Jeep. And then, all of a sudden, you see red Jeeps everywhere. On the highway and the parking lot, everywhere. Did more red Jeeps magically appear? Of course not. They were always there. You just gave your brain a new command. Red Jeeps are important now, and your RAS started letting them through the filter. And this right here, this is the secret. That filter doesn't just work for cars, it works for everything. If your deep down belief is, I'm always broke, or good things never happen to me, then your RAS will work overtime to filter out any evidence to the contrary. You literally won't see the opportunities that are right in front of you. You don't see the world as it is, you see the world as you are. So, the big question is, if our brain is running on this old automatic software, can we update it? Can we consciously go in and reprogram our own filter to start showing us the things we actually want out of life? Yes, 100% yes. Let's get into the practical 3-step method for how to do it. Okay, let's break it down. Step 1 is about getting clear on what you want and then adding emotion. This is the lemon test for your goals. Don't just picture having it, feel the emotion of it now. Feel the gratitude, the joy, the relief. That feeling, that's the new command for your brain. Step 2, break the loop. You have to become aware of your automatic thoughts. When that old negative thought pops up like, I could never do that, you have to catch it. And then you consciously flip it to a question like, how could I do that? That simple switch starts a whole new creative process. And then step 3, the most important one, inspired action. Once your filter starts to change, you'll start noticing things. You'll get new ideas, little gut feelings. You have to act on them. That's the bridge between the internal shift and the external result. Now, let's just double down on that second step, break the loop, because it is everything. Repetition is how you program a brain. One positive thought isn't going to do much, but consciously choosing a better thought and doing it again and again, day after day, that is what forges new pathways in your brain. You are literally rewiring your own mind, and by doing that, you are creating a new destiny. All right, we've gone through the science, we've gone through the how-to, now it's time to actually put this to the test. I want to leave you with a simple but really powerful challenge so you can prove to yourself just how real this is. Just think about it this way. Your life, right now, everything in it is just a physical printout of your most dominant thoughts from the past. It's the result of your old programming. So if you want a different printout in the future, you have to start running new software today. So here's the challenge. I call it the 7-day negativity fast. For the next 7 days, the rules are simple but strict. No complaining at all. No self-doubt and 0 negative self-talk. Every single time you catch one of those thoughts, you have to stop and immediately, consciously, replace it with a thought of gratitude. Anything at all you're thankful for. Now listen, this is way harder than it sounds. You'll be amazed at how automatic those negative thoughts are. But if you stick with it, the results can be mind-blowing. By starving the old patterns and feeding the new ones, you are actively retraining your brain's filter. Your entire perception of the world can shift. So the real question is, who will you be after 7 days of doing this? And really, in the end, it all just boils down to this one powerful idea from Henry Ford. Whether you think you can do something or you think you can't, you're right. The beliefs you hold, the thoughts you choose to repeat, they become your reality. You are the architect. The only question left is, what are you going to build?